Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Pokemon Sun and Moon Anime. This is a review by myself and my boy Pony.
Hello.
Yeah, guys, I promise by next week we'll be completely up to date with everything. Episode 5 will probably be up tomorrow, and then within the week we'll get up episode 6 before episode 7 comes out. So we will be up to date with the anime reviews. But in any case, this episode was really interesting. We actually started off by finding out in Alola, it's okay to share your food. It's okay to steal, pretty much. It's okay. There's no such thing as stealing. You can pretty much just go be a Pokemon and get food that's going out. It's like free. It's like going to Costco and getting free samples all the time, all year round in Alola. So we start off the episode by seeing Pikipek and a Trumbeak, and a Rowlet flying around together, getting food, and yeah, it was. We also see that Litten, which I think is very, very key. By the way, that Litten that we keep seeing, because they keep hinting that towards us, like this Litten. So I'm pretty sure
a lot.
Exactly. So. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ash is either gonna pick that up or that Litten's gonna become somebody's Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Ash's though.
Yeah, it's gotta be Ash, man.
Yeah, but as that episode keeps going, what do you think about the battle that actually took place? Because you know what I'm about to say. What do you think about the Grubbin versus Pikachu?
Okay, that Grubbin wasn't playing any games. First of all, that Grubbin was here, he was ready. That's all I gotta say about that.
that boy used Dig, used String Shot. That Grubbin actually put Pikachu down. I do want to say though, I didn't expect Ash to be able to catch Grubbin as his first Pokemon. Grubbin does evolve into Charjabug, into Vikavolt, and the idea of Ash having 2 electric types so early on doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't think he would do that. Typically they give him starters.
Has he ever had a second electric type?
I don't even remember off the top of my head. I really don't remember off the top of my head. But just the idea of Ash having a second electric type when he has Pikachu right there, especially as his first Pokemon. No, wow, my voice was like, it didn't even crack. I just lost all sound in my voice. It's okay though, we're good. But yeah, this Grubbin put Pikachu completely down so bad. Like it reminded me of when the Spearows put Pikachu down, where they actually had to rush him into the Pokemon Center. And yeah, that was just a really, really tough fight for Pikachu to get through. What do you think about that, though?
It was, String Shot just shut Pikachu down.
Yeah, like, as a competitive player, I don't typically see, String Shot as a viable move. Yeah, it drops your speed by 1, but outside of that, it doesn't do the damage that it does in the game. But, yeah. What did we see that was different in the Pokemon Center? You wanted to talk about that.
Oh, the Comfy.
Yeah.
They've been using Comfy now, which makes a lot of sense. Because it's pretty much the perfect Nurse Joy Pokemon, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. It works really well. Obviously, Pikachu was healed. And then, at this point, we jump to Team Rocket. So, in the previous episode, guys, Team Rocket actually got kind of like swiped up, kidnapped, maybe?
They got grabbed, man. They got grabbed by the Beware.
They got grabbed, and they got put in his cave. And while they're in this cave, Jessie is trying to get Mimikyu. She keeps throwing Pokeballs at it and she's having no luck in actually trying to catch this Mimikyu. Because Mimikyu's just watching outside too. It's not even like really paying attention.
Smacking the ball with his tail.
Yeah, it's like, don't touch me.
Don't
catch me. But I think this was a really, really interesting part. You were talking about the luxury ball and how that was a little bit different, right?
Yeah, James has had that collection of Pokeballs the whole time, though.
Yeah.
He's had that thing going on. Apparently, he only had 1 luxury ball. He didn't want to part with it. Jesse said, give me that luxury ball. Mimikyu, definitely go in there, because it's a nice, spacious, luxurious ball.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you want to go into a motel when you can go into, the Hilton?
Yeah.
Or something like that. So, yeah, Jesse actually ends up catching Mimikyu. We figured that would happen. We talked about in the previous review how it's really cool how Pikachu actually has like a straight up rival that hates him. And at this point, I thought this was really cool because I also thought Beware was going to do something. Because Beware's a scary Pokemon. That boy grabs you and chops you in half. But
they thought they were going to get eaten by him.
Exactly. That's why they were in the cave. The funny thing though, Mimikyu is actually an amazing answer to Beware, considering Beware's normal fighting and Mimikyu is Ghost Fairy. So, Mimikyu doesn't end up having to come out because Beware ends up just giving them honey.
Yeah. He was just chilling, man. He just wanted some friends.
Exactly. And I really just like the idea of Beware And jumping back and forth a little bit, why don't you talk about the Pikipek, why they were getting the food and whatnot, and what they were doing?
Apparently the Pikipek and the Trumbeak, like the fly, like it's a thing once a year. They come into the city and they take berries, like you were talking about in the beginning about Costco. Like all the people in Alola give them food, they let them take it back, and it's just a whole, like, they know that the Trumbeak are coming. They don't. It's not like they're mischievous Pokemon. They're taking the food. They just let them have it.
Yeah.
And there's a little baby Rowlet with him. He's having trouble keeping up with them. He can't really fly. It's understandable. But
he's nothing but a head, man.
They all bring back food. They all bring back berries. And he brings back some wind chime. Like, what was he thinking?
Dude, he just thought it was a food, bro. You can't. It's a little Rowlet, man. He's a little owl. But yeah, they brought it back to Toucanon. He was. He's like, I did it. They brought it back to their, I guess their father or mother.
Yeah, he's their dad.
Yeah, I guess Trumbeak is the woman.
Male.
Yeah, and Trumbeak seemed like the woman, right?
Yeah.
But they brought it back to Toucanon, and that boy, that dad is stressed, man. That dude, look how many kids he has, and he has a Rowlet. That should give us a little flashback of when the eggs hatched and Rowlet came out. The dude was like, what?
Yeah, like what he. All right, I guess you're my son.
When did I have relations with your mom? Like, where did this egg come from? Trumbeak, why are you cheating on me? Like, what's actually going on?
But the Rowlet brought back the chime, and one of his older brothers kind of berated him for not bringing back food. Rowlet felt like he failed his family, so he went back out to go get some food.
Mm-hmm.
And while he was flying down, the little Bonsweet let out the little scent that it has. So the little Rowlet thought it was a berry, and it wasn't a berry, it was a Pokemon. Now, this little Bonsweet wasn't playing any games with the Rowlet either. The Rowlet was trying to grab him, and Bonsweet was having none of it. Absolutely none.
That boy was throwing him back with the top of his head.
Like, he wasn't even a problem at all. It was crazy. It
was actually to the point that Ash felt bad for the Rowlet. So yeah, basically Bonsweet we know is Mallow's Pokemon, and they were there eating, recovering, and then Rowlet came, smelt the food, came through. That boy got put down by Bonsweet, and then Ash and them took care of him. Ash actually caught him.
Yeah, classic Ash.
Yeah,
Ash has done that pretty much all my life watching Pokemon.
Yep.
He has done.
He has rushed and jumped to the ground and done aerials, and it's caught Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
never let that Pokemon hit the ground.
Yeah, exactly. So wakes up, they feed it. That boy was hungry, and then what does he take? Like a melon?
Yeah, big ass watermelon.
So Rowlet
having trouble flying away with it too.
Yeah. Ash actually asked Rowlet if he wanted to come with him on his journey, and Rowlet just picked up the watermelon and ended up just
mission, man.
Yeah, that boy was on a mission to fly away. So of course, Ash being Ash, starts following the Rowlet. At the same time, I think this was really noble of Team Rocket. The Pikipek went out to get food again, and they went to Beware's Cave, which is where Team Rocket was, obviously, enjoying the honey, chilling and whatnot. And the Pikipek go in there, take all the berries that Beware had gathered, and Team Rocket, all of them, and Team Rocket felt, bad because this Beware just treated them well, fed them and whatnot. And they wanted to get back all the berries for it, so they opted to go back, find all those Pikipeks. So this is really noble of Team Rocket. They actually weren't trying to do something insanely evil. They were just trying to pay back the person who'd shown them kindness. It just so happens that, of course, that meshes up with the story that these Pikipek happen to be the exact same one that Rowlet is going to. And Rowlet brings back the watermelon. Team Rocket tries to catch them. Team Rocket succeeds in catching them. And then you see a battle. Yeah, Ash shows up pretty much.
Yeah.
And then Rowlet comes through with the Leaf Edge. You see Mimikyu versus Pikachu. So basically, at the end of the day, Team Rocket is going down, and then Beware comes out again.
Snatches them.
That boy snatches them all and takes them away. And at the end of the day, you see Rowlet and Toucanon pretty much Rowlet looking back at Ash because Ash was leaving. He decided not to catch the Rowlet. He decided he didn't want the Rowlet because he has his family here, that he's taking care of, right? And this is important to him. But Rowlet decides it wants to be with Ash. And one thing we actually missed before was that Rowlet actually liked to go inside Ash's backpack.
Yeah.
It actually fit really well in Ash's backpack. So it jumped in Ash's backpack, ended up catching it. I love how Rotom was like just trying to understand things the entire time.
Yeah, he was saying Rowlet likes to go inside backpacks. This is new. I need to add this. I need to add this to the entry.
But at the end of the day, Rowlet ends up being with Ash. And that's where the episode ends. And if you guys actually remember the first episode that we talked about, the anime review, I talked about how it would be cool if it was like how the Pokemon chooses you, like in the Sun and Moon game. And this is exactly what happened in this episode. Rowlet ended up choosing Ash.
It was a really like well done, emotionally well done moment. It was very feelsy.
Exactly.
The Rowlet never belonged in that Pick-a-Peck group. Like he never belonged, but they still loved him anyway. He was part of the family.
Yeah.
But the Toucanon knew like he had to go with Ash. He let him go. He basically told him go with him.
Yeah.
Because that's where he would learn to spread his wings and fly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But overall, I think it was a great episode, and we obviously see Ash get his first Pokemon, which is going to be Rowlet. So Ash now has Rowlet and Pikachu. I feel like that Litten is coming, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. They're focusing on the Litten a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really showed Populo. Like Lana has a Populo or whatever.
I doubt he's getting a second one, unless they do like some sort of trade, like with Dawn, Ambipom, and Buizel, you know.
Yeah, if he doesn't get any of them, I would assume it would be the Popplio.
Yeah.
If out of any of them, he wouldn't get.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, if anything, if Ash doesn't have the starter, it's going to be Popplio that he doesn't get. But I definitely see him getting this Litten sometime in the future. And do you have anything else to add, buddy?
Other than if he does get the Litten will be the one to evolve. I think the Rowlet's going to stay a Rowlet the whole time.
You really think it's going to stay Rowlet?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel he hasn't had more than one starter since Gen 5. Usually when he gets more than one starter, only one of them evolves. It's usually the fire one.
I mean,
the only time it wasn't the fire one was when he had the Trico. He had the Sceptile.
I thought he had
yeah.
Torterra, Infernape. Not Infernape. He had yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure you're right.
I think he might have had a Torterra.
Yeah, I think Ash might have had a Torterra. I'm not entirely sure. We're actually about to check. But yeah, I would love Ash to get an Incineroar. I think Incineroar is amazing. It's actually one of my favorite, if not my favorite starter. I'm actually just gonna go through it. I'm pretty sure Ash actually had a Torterra. Either that or it was Paul or Ash. But obviously the fire starters would evolved. But he did get in Gen 5, Pignite, Oshawott, Snivy, and whatnot. Yeah, Ash did have Torterra and Infernape. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he just didn't have Pillow because Dawn had Pillow.
Exactly. And sort of similar to that, how the girl has it. But yeah, if anything, if he doesn't get anything, it's gonna be Popplio.
You know what else is weird? I'm pretty sure the only ever time a grass starter evolved for him was Chikorita.
And it just became Bayleaf too. It didn't do anything at all. But outside of Sceptile, obviously, and Torterra.
Yeah.
Yeah, in any case, guys, thank you for watching. You can go ahead and check out my boy Pony's Twitch. His link is down below. And we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow with the next episode. So, goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.